When and why did you start Routique? What problem did you see out there that you thought you could solve?
Yeah, so I think like a lot of companies that have built something, you know, real, I guess you would say, we started out to solve a single problem. We didn't really start out to change the world. We just had a problem I had a friend who was, sort of work colleague that we were part of a group of entrepreneurs that meets once a month, and I was running a digital agency at the time. So my history at the time was working with big retailers, more on the retail to the customer side, more less so than upstream. And I had sold that business, and I was still in that group. And I basically said, I guess I shouldn't be coming here anymore. I don't have a business. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. And they were, at the time, they were saying, the group's a little volatile. There's lots of members coming in and out. I think, if you leave, we might be in trouble. Stay on and just come and join us. So for about 5 months, everyone was going, well, I have a problem with HR. I have a problem with this merger and acquisition deal I'm doing. And I would be like, well, I don't have any problems. I've been on the beach. I'm not doing anything right now.
Right.
And then the person who ultimately became the co-founder, Scott, he was basically lamenting about all the problems he was having with his food distribution business. And it's very much what you're hearing right now, which is, there's a demand from both ends, from the retail side and the manufacturing side, for better data, better visibility, better transparency, accountability, all those kind of things. It's very much, the don't want to own the trucks, we want to act like we do, or the sort of analog of take the roof off the warehouse and pretend it's mine, and I can look in there and see it at that high level view anytime. And so we started building just basically a tool for him, and it was really just because I had time and I like a challenge, and he was, sort of, I think he was saying death by 1,000 cuts. I know I'm
Oh
bleeding,
yeah,
but
that's what it feels
yeah,
like.
yeah, I don't know where it's coming from, but I know it's gushing, and I need more, sort of traceability within the operation, as well as to serve the customers that I serve. So yeah, we built a little
So
POC.
what year was that?
That would be 2015 that we started, and then sort of 16 we. What really happened was a couple of the big companies that we still work with today, they took notice of it. They would come for market tours and just friendly visits or checkups. And the very first iteration of it, they sort of patted us on the head and went, "Oh, isn't that cute? You built your own platform. Good for you." Nice but condescending a little bit. And then they kept coming back on, what is this? Like, where is this thing coming from? And so they asked Scott about my background and sent them a little bit of a CV with the types of companies that I was working with on the retail side. And they said, you know what, fly out and come present to us. We think there might be a solution here. So that's really, Routique exists because the demand pulled us towards productizing a thing that was initially going to be an internal solution. And then we had that 2 years that everybody has where you think you have a product, but you actually don't. Somewhere between MVP and something totally
So
unusable.
so MVP is minimum viable product.
Correct, yeah, and then they sort of, basically, instead of being a little kind of cutesy condescending, they embraced us and said, okay, let's see what we can do with this thing together. And that's really what drove it.